everyone! So summer is slowly coming to an end, which is very sad. I know that exactly 2 weeks from today I leave to go back to Kingston. I have a bit of training and then of course orientation week, and then I start school with everyone on September 14th, which is super late this year, so Labor Day is completely messing us up, but I definitely don't mind starting later for school. But I also know that they're going to have to fit all of our exams into 2 weeks instead of 3 weeks, so that's going to get a little crazy at the end of the year. Now, in a previous video I had talked about how I wanted to share my schedule with you guys once I had it all organized and fiddled with the confusing computer systems because I knew it was going to be a mess, and today I can do that with you. So just to get you started off right, I'm going to first show you a picture of a third-year mining engineering schedule shown here. And then now this is my schedule. Now I know what you're thinking, wow Erin, you're taking a lot of classes this year, which I actually am. I am taking 6 courses, which is the most I've ever taken. I've only ever taken 5 courses before. But this semester I'm taking 6 courses, 5 actual in-class courses, and then 1 online course, so that definitely makes the class schedule a lot less fuller. So commerce is unlike a lot of other faculties where we do not have labs for any of our courses, so I don't have any 3-hour lab blocks filling out my schedule, and I also don't have any mandatory tutorials. So in commerce, tutorials are more during the evening and they're come and go only if you actually need the extra help. Now with this schedule I do have 2 8:30 classes, which I would prefer not to have, but it was unavoidable, and I also have 2 night classes, which the one night class was only offered in night classes, and then the one class, the only section that had it during the day, filled up before I got to it, I believe, which it might actually have changed so I could get in a different section, but I'm just going to leave it because I get it over with in 3 hours. So this is my schedule. I have class 3 days a week, no class on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is very weird. But one thing about commerce is that you will end up filling in those class gaps with group meetings, committee meetings, conferences, different events. You will fill up your schedule for sure. I know, for example, in first semester of second year I had 5 groups for my 5 courses, and in second semester I also had a group for every single course I had, so I was going to all different meetings all during the day, and I definitely wasn't bored or sitting around at home with nothing to do. So for my schedule I have 4 commerce courses and 2 arts electives. For my commerce courses I have my 1 mandatory course with it, which is operations management, which I've heard is kind of like all the mathy courses I've taken so far rolled into one, which should be real fun. And then I'm also taking leadership, business law part 1, and then you should be able to take part 2 next semester, but since I'm on exchange I'll have to wait until second semester of 4th year if I want to continue to do it, but I'm just taking part 1 now, so I should be fine. And then I'm also taking interpersonal skills for managers, which sounded interesting to me, but then the prof is also supposed to be one of the best profs in all of QSB. So I definitely wanted to take that course with her. For my 2 electives, I've always really wanted to take a history course at Queen's. I really enjoyed history in high school. I know, weird. So I'm taking US Civil War, which is something I did take in high school, so I'm not going to be completely lost, but that I know that will be my first actual university course with lots of essays and writing, so that should be interesting. And then I'm also taking Film 240, which is media and popular culture, so that actually also looked like a lot of fun. The website for it was really fancy, so I took that as a sign that the prof knew what they were doing with media. So once again, here is my schedule, and I think I did a pretty alright job setting it up. It was a little tricky trying to get everything to fit together with the courses I wanted and trying to take some easier courses, some hard courses. I know from this you can tell that I have honestly no idea what I'm doing in commerce at the moment. Obviously I know what I'm doing in this program, but I haven't actually chosen a specific stream to go into. I just kind of know what I don't want to do, and I'm kind of going from there. So I am looking forward to meeting some of you in September at Queen's. I have a lot of fun things happening in September and throughout first semester, and then of course exchange in second semester. But this will probably be my last video before I get back to Kingston. I'll get into all those videos and making videos a lot more frequently just because it's with work and everything in the summer it's a lot harder, but September will bring more things. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!